Welcome to the Dance Studio Empire podcast business series. This podcast is about building your studio empire, whatever that is for you, whether you're just getting started or striving to hit the elusive $1 million mark. This business series will give you the confidence and know-how you need to transform your studio and give you the business you've always wanted. So sit back and get ready to build your dance studio empire. Hello. Welcome back to this week's episode of the Dance Studio Empire podcast. And I've got a good one today because I am so excited about it that I just have to share with you guys, because what I'm going to talk about today will save you time, will help with your creative exhaustion, and pretty much it's been the best thing in my life over the past couple of weeks. And so you guys need to know about this because it will change your life. Now, in case we haven't met before, if this is the first time you are listening to this podcast, I'm Jen Dalton, and I've been running my dance studios for over 30 years now. And I started from teaching in my parents' garage. And then my business has now grown into a multi-million studio empire. And at our peak, we had over 1,200 students and a team of 30 plus staff. So I've seen it all. I've been there. I know how you are feeling right now. Basically I'm here to help. So throughout my career, I have witnessed the evolution of the dance industry. So I've seen the changes. And particularly with that is the rise of social media and how important messaging, branding, and content creation is for us. And I know for a lot of us, this is quite overwhelming because it's outside of our comfort zone. It's outside of what we know, because we're here to teach and we're here to share our creativity and choreography. So running the business most probably was something that you didn't consider when you started, or maybe you did, but it's not quite how you thought it would be. And with how fast things are changing, that's the part that I can sometimes feel a little bit overwhelmed with, and maybe you do as well. So, you know that you hear me talking about strategy a lot. You hear other people speaking about strategy. I'm just a strategy girl. That's how my brain works. So this, again, what I'm talking about is going to help you, especially if you think like that. And another thing that I do know for sure is that many of us, one of our biggest challenges that we face is just putting together that impactful message and the compelling content, the stuff that's going to get our new students. We're going to attract that family that we want, the one who you know are going to fit in perfectly into your studio. And so with that, and even one of the documents that I created, which was a social media content idea document probably a couple of months ago now, probably even more. You can go back a couple of episodes and you can download that. It was one of my most downloaded documents. And so that's why when I found out about this, I just knew that it would make the lives of studio owners so much easier. And that's why I'm going to share my knowledge of how you can leverage artificial intelligence, AI, and specifically Chat GPT is the one that I've been focusing on just in the last month or so, and how you can create exceptional content that is going to resonate with your perfect families. Okay, so as I talk you through, I'm going to talk to you about the processes of how you can utilize Chat GPT, and it's going to, as I said, save you time. Now, I do want to just say I'm not an expert at this by any means. All I am doing is I am playing with it myself, and I'm just learning. I'm training in it. I'm doing training courses myself. I'm, watching YouTube. So but all I can do is just share my information with you and hope that it helps you in some way. So if you are struggling with creating content or coming up with ideas to post on social media, maybe your website needs a little bit of attention, maybe you haven't read over that for a while, or you think, you could use better words, then I encourage you to listen and take notes and start experimenting with Chat GPT or any other AI tools that are available. Now, so AI, let me talk about that. That can be a game changer for dance studio owners. Like I said, it's going to save you a significant amount of time, and you just won't need to spend the hours brainstorming content ideas or struggling to find the right words. Now, this doesn't replace you or your creativity or how you think. It just helps. And so that's how I look at it. I just look at it as an addition to who I am, to my business, to what I offer. And so hopefully that will help you take the pressure off you, when things are feeling, when we've got so much going on, maybe you're putting together your recital or your competitions, or you're doing something that's taking so much creativity, but you still need to be doing the other stuff in the business. Then this is what's going to help you just take that pressure off you for a bit. So I thought what I would do is just talk about some other AI tools that are out there. Again, I haven't looked too much into them. The one at the moment is Chat GPT, and it is free. They're all free. And yeah, so you just go on and you just sign up for it. I can't even imagine what the capabilities of the paid version is when this is the free version. But yeah, that is definitely one to check out. Some other ones that you may know of or have heard of. One of them is Notion, worth checking out. There's Copy.ai. There's Jasper.ai. You may have seen that come up through your feed. There's also Canva Magic Write. So I know a lot of us use Canva. Do you know that Canva has an AI tool in there so it can help with your messaging as well? Definitely something to look at. And if you're wanting explanations, just go onto YouTube and search it. They'll be able to explain exactly how to do it. And yeah, it's very, very simple and so good. If you can't hear the excitement in my voice, it is so, so good. But anyway, so what I thought I would do is I would just give you the bare basics of, if you do decide to download this tool, the ChatGPT tool, just a good solid way to start to get your messaging happening. Now, you just remember that this is not going to replace you, as I said, but it's really important that before you start typing in requests of ChatGPT, that you develop or you let the system know your authentic voice, like how your voice of your business. So the likes of when, you are creating something, the tone that you use, your language that you use, the energy that you want to portray in your messaging. So to start with, we need to create a voice or a style guide that defines your brand's voice. But don't panic, because ChatGPT will do it for you. You just have to know what to put in, right? Okay, so once you've downloaded it, you just hit a new chat, and then a text box comes up, and that's where you just ask your questions. So the first question is, the first thing you want to be doing is creating this style or your voice guide, okay? And so all you are doing, so I would, as example, just type in something like, I've provided information about our dance studio's description, our studio missions and values. Would you be able to assist me in developing a brand voice guide that is tailored to our studio's unique personality and tone, which I can use as reference for communicating in a way that truly reflects our brand? Okay, so I've typed that in, and then I would just go to my website and I would copy the description of my studio from my homepage, and I'd enter that. And then I'll get a copy and paste our mission, our studio values, and I'll put that in as well. And then you can then also say, can you give me this guide, including the tone, the focus, the approach, the style, the language, the energy, and the mission, and then hit enter. And then the whole thing, it will just then create a style guide for you or a voice guide for you. Now, the thing that we have to remember is when you're putting in your style guide, this is what you're going to use each time if you're doing something quite specific, like a blog, or you're wanting to do a newsletter, or maybe an advertising spiel that you might be putting together for a brochure or something, because it's then going to truly reflect who you are in your business. And so once you've done that, copy and paste the answer. Once you're happy with it, then just copy that into a document, a Word doc, and then keep that as reference. Now, you need to be, the more specific you get, the better it's going to be, which is my next point. You'll get better at this. You'll get better at asking better questions, more specific questions, and then the more time you play with it, the more the better your results are going to be. The other thing is that in that particular chat thread, the tool will remember what you're talking about and your tone. So you can give it feedback and you can say, that's not quite what I meant. And then you can try again, try it now with a bit of humor. Could you now add 5 points to that? So you just start to develop as you start playing with it. So when I'm talking about being really specific with your requests, you could put in, so into the chat box, using my style or my voice guide below, can you please create me? And then you could say a 200-word blog about the importance of nutrition for dancers to add to my website, and then copy in your voice guide if you haven't used it previously, and then hit enter, and then it will just type out a 250-word blog. Like it's that incredible. Now, you do have to read through things because it still is a computer. It still is going to be generating things that might not be quite accurate for you. So you do have to read it. Make sure that you are believing what it's saying. So don't just copy paste and go for gold. Do read through it. Also, if we're in Australia, it is tending to come up with American spelling. So I do like to go through and change that. However, you can also request that. So say they write the blog, you can say, can you now rewrite that blog using English spelling as opposed to American spelling. So, and then it rewrites it for you. It's absolutely amazing. Some of the other thing you could put in is using my voice guide. Could you create a paragraph to welcome new families into our studio once they have enrolled but have yet to start classes? So you can get that specific. Another good one is, when it comes to social media, it could be 5 ideas to post on social media about safe dance practice. And then it will come up with 5 ideas. And then if you love them, great. And then you could say, maybe could you come up with another 5? And it will come up with another 5. And then you can go and use those in your social media. It's so amazing. It honestly, I want to say again, it's not replacing you and it's not replacing your voice. We still have to do some of the creative stuff, but it just takes time off some of those menial tasks that just take our time and drain our creativity and that energy, which I know, particularly around certain times, that we are absolutely challenged and pushed. So that's why I needed to share this with you guys, and please let me know your feedback. Now, I actually have a document created, which is just a snapshot of Chat GPT. And I've just got it, making content creation quick and easy for dance studio owners. And so if you would like a copy of that, I will leave a link below and you can just download it. Also in that, I've got, I think 20 different prompt ideas that you can just put into any of your AI programs that you do have. As I said, Chat GPT at the moment is the one working for me. But yeah, so there's 20 ideas that you could even use. So if you want to, just go down to the show notes, click the link, and download it. It is so good. Please let me know how you go, and if you really are as excited as me about it. It's great. Now, just before we finish off, I just want to let you know we have some really exciting things coming up. Things are in motion, and I'm very close to announcing some really exciting things that will be available from next month. So definitely keep your ears open, keep your eyes on social. If you're not already following, I've got at Jen Dalton _ Instagram, also on Facebook as well. There's Jen.Dance Business Coach. Please follow along because that's how you're going to be keeping updated with all the exciting things coming. So I'm going to leave that there today. Jump on to the computer when you get a chance. Have a look at these AI tools and let me know how life-changing it is for you. Hopefully you get as excited about it as me. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there today. I hope you have a really great week and I'll see you same time next week. Hey, studio owner, if you are ready to have classes so full you need a waitlist, an incredible team who are exceptional with your dancers, or simply generate more revenue for your studio, then I want to invite you to join Dance Business Academy. Now, whether you are just getting started or striving to hit the elusive $1 million mark, Dance Business Academy will give you the confidence and know-how you need to transform your studio and build your dance studio empire. Just send me an email to info@danceteachercentral.com and I'll send you through the details.